Is he hooked up to an EKG machine? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's time! Strap in, strap on, lock in! It's P1 we go, right smack bang in the middle of the map, right next to that gigantic mech for four-legged weapon of war. Speaking of weapons of war, you're looking at one right now. Hook opens up the first kill of the map for the Optic boys. So far, all good. Nice 3 dead there. Looking at time as well.
Yep, and you are nice and comfortable on the time as well. I mean, that is easy treats, everything going smoothly. Dashy gets to be the super soaker, and right now the Riyad Falcons, I mean, a couple routes being taken maybe to try to go towards new, but right now these white arrows moving a little bit slow, and this is a P1 that has been perfect.
Yeah, and speaking of perfect so far, it's Hook as well. And nearly, wow, a bullet away from absolute perfection. Great time so far for Optic, takes us out of our first hard point. Final 10 seconds done. We're going to go into the motel, low left-hand side of the minimap, of that large red roofed building for you with the eyeballs.
And I'm trying to keep track of how many Riyad players actually touched the objective. Kismet at least made it on to contest for a few seconds, but even on the rotation, Optic are going to be there first. Mercury's already reading the spawns, and they're getting all the kills. Yeah, I'm thinking the desk prediction might have been pretty on point there, Miles.
Not too far off. Young Merc looking to get the Hellstorm as well. A fan favorite and a Black Ops classic. If you watched any of last year's season, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's not going to happen. It's all dead. Optic wiped off the board. Riyad Falcons on time.
They're fighting back. I'm worried about this being a team that can maybe be a little bit scared of going near the actual objective. Hey, once they got it, complete takeover. Now you're sort of being the ones that are pushing the pace. Celium's there to collect too. You're pushing out. You're going to flip the spawns. And Riyad Falcons, it might have taken them a hill and a half, but they've woken up.
We're very much there. Looking towards new as well. Top side of the map, we go to the crashed plane. Work here from Pred on old, just finding the final few seconds. Through shop now, the rotation through mid. A lot of angles to be worrying about here on Scar, but you've got the Falcons in first. They've won the rotation. Exnid, the man on the screen there, has taken a whole heap of shrapnel, but he's still alive, doing what he can to stay here on time. Pred and Still join him in the feed, and it's another 3 dead for the time being. Optic on the back foot.
Yeah, Riyad Falcons, they got the high ground spawns, they got the better power positions. If you ever get the clearance to push up and get that covered, you're gonna be good. You're watching the pinch. Dashy is there, and well, he gives you 2, but it's not quite enough. You still hold on to the time. Riyad Falcons, they've woken up. They're on point. Preferred spawns treating them oh so sweet. It has been a wonderful P3.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful P3 and a litty one at that. Enough gameplay. Let's go for a listen in.
We are, I think.
Should be.
I'll push it. I needed 20 to
Watch out.
Trying to be search on anything.
We're missing one.
I have left.
One guy's on me at road.
I think we are.
I don't know. I got one.
And B cut.
I have your help, mid.
No, one shot.
I think one shot.
In shop. He's in shop. First guy accident. We had
Shot. Watch out. He went blue.
Might spawn us out.
They probably did.
Yeah, we spawned out. I spawned set.
They're gonna be a couple behind us.
Yeah, he's pushed up set.
Yo, one shot on time, X-Nade.
Absolutely.
X is absolutely.
One's in the back. Back on the overload point. He's going for one wall. I'm behind in the back. Another in the back. Back right.
Yo, on me, front wall.
Back right on the box.
Front wall dead. Another
Back
one
right
on time. On time, X-Nade.
Yeah.
Go back right somewhere.
One back left. One top left.
On the stairs.
Go back left.
There's on me in the back.
Spawn trapping.
Yeah, Shack. One shot. Shack, one shot.
One guy spawn trapping on the left. That's him. Nice.
We'll go left. Blue me probably. Maybe they got time.
I have the right.
Yo, he's laying down front side.
I'm really tough.
Yeah, make sure we hold these new spawns.
One is front side.
We hold these new spawns. Where are we spawning?
Nice left.
One shot climb.
I'm hard blocking. I'm top broken.
Or wood. One could have spawned out wood.
I'm picking out.
Yeah, let's just spawn out. We're good.
Nothing wood.
Alright, one's at old.
Yeah, I'm staying top green. I have
right side wood. Hellstorm?
I'm gonna go top green.
I'm helping mid. Probably gonna hit like shot.
I'll pick it the back one. I'll pick it the back in a second.
I'm in shop.
Not a bad listening chance. Slow moving Hellstorm there to help keep the hill clear, and Riyadi Falcons with the lead.
Yeah, now you're trying to run it straight up. I mean, it's literally an uphill battle. Kismet's going to be leading that charge. He definitely has cover looking over top, but not easy when you get there. Easy breeze and easy gunfights won by Optic. Exnid, last man standing, but Optic not even a hurry. Collecting on the time. They've got everything under control.
Not a huge amount of time. Here comes the next wave of Falcons players through the mid-car. Damaging from Chelsea. Not enough for any kills just yet. We're waiting for a bit more noise here. It's Mercury's in the feed. Catching his. Dashy gets another one done. And young Chelsea soaking it away there. there on time.
Yeah, I'd love to see it as well if you're an Optic fan. Shotzi had a little bit of slow start to this map, but certainly heating things up. And I mean, he's caught right back up to the rest of the lobby. So things looking good there. All things considered, the fact that it was a 60-0 start, I thought we were shaping ourselves up for a blowout, but Falcons did wake up. We got a battle, and now they're the ones in control of P1.
And the blowout we've got going on for the Falcons right now is everyone's great hair. Still trying to take the lead back, and there it is, ladies and germs. Back over to P1. Second set on us. First set was very much a test for both of our squads. A strong start from the Optic boys, but right now Celium on a 4 spree halfway towards his Hellstorm. Can he get him some time out? Nah. Shotzi going to continue to find time and kills. Lovely scoreline for them now. As Anthony Cuevas Castro has pulled himself back from a big old deficit, and he's looking at 13, now 14-13 on a spree. He's come alive.
Yeah, and this is a delicate situation as well. Kismet right now desperately trying to fight 2 players, waiting for his teammates to be the reinforcements to get in, and Pred wins a massive gunfight against Shotzi to make sure your flank is secured. Now it's all guns forward. You get the rotation P2, you get the first 3 kills, and Riyad Falcons, they're down by 20 going into the new hill, but they have everything under control.
That's not 3 dead. They know exactly where Optic are spawning. They press forward at the last possible second. Exnet aware of the fact that the flip could be on alongside Celium. Not enough for that second kill, and now an awkward series of spawns. This is going to be a moment for Optic to get in and break. You'll definitely take that, and you will be smiling with the lead now starting to grow.
Yeah, and they're trying to work on that funnel system as well. Hook was the furthest man pushed up. Mercules trying to follow that into place. Everybody sort of filling into that conga line system you got going. More or less swarm, though, around P2, and an interesting spawn from Hook. You got Falcons players everywhere surrounding the hill. They need to break quick.
They're trying to find these kills, but it's not happening. Mercules holding it down with an iron fist. The pistol into the back. A 5 spree on time. The shoulder shimmy. One more for the streaky. No! Hits the wall jump. No kill there, but I'm loving what I'm seeing early. Dashy there, the final few moments on time. Rotation is on. Shotzi there. He gets first. He gets brought down. Riyad Falcons now once again win the rotation to plane.
Yeah, and they got the left side spawns as well. So this is deja vu all over again. Selim, though, he is pressured out and still wins the gunfight. If there's any main AR that's going to be twisted, he's top of the list, but he's also completely surrounded. He lost the left side spawns. Every one of his teammates falls. Dashy on a 4 spree coming in from old time. And, well, now Shotzi in a credit.
Oh, the ultimate credit's good for 2 here, right? Here comes the first. Wait for the patient play. Textbook Shotzi. That is exactly what you wanted. Oh, boy. Gets himself 3. Pred, the last man left alive for the Falcons, and Optic are starting to figure it out.
And now you want to try to turn the rest of this hill into a blender. Let the gunfights come to you. You stay L-triggered. Merc's there for 2. Shotzi there for the follow-up kills. Everything singing sweet. And what was once a close game, Optic have certainly found their form and blown it open. Dashy at the start of the hill, and Shotzi, well, he's there for the kill. And how about those spawns? Optic ahead of the game.
You're way ahead of it. The funnel now, Mercules, 1 by 1. He nearly kills them all. What unbelievable skill. Over to the new hard point we go, and Optic, they've set it up like a fortress, looking to find the win here in map number 1. Kyler Garland finding his kills on the right flank. Shotzi on a 7 spree as well. He might have just picked up a few more, but no need. It is Big Brucey eating good. They're on time. Next wave of players now for the Falcons, and it has to be magic.
Yeah, it is not going to be either. This is just going to be a victory lap. You have to cross through the no man's land of hell just to funnel in through a stairwell. Dashy gets L-triggered, and you trade him out, but the battle you have ahead of you, 5 more seconds and the game is over. Maybe good news, the Hellstorm is going to be completely ineffective. Bad news is, again, you have to play beyond perfect Call of Duty.
This is typically what happens. So you're going to see a strong resurgence now from the Falcons. When the going has got tough, the tough will get going, but it's not enough. It's 5 seconds for the win now for Optic. A few more seconds over towards New. Hook once again, the man of the moment. Mr. Rotation himself. The Pred has sniffed it out. A retreat now for Mercules, trying to guarantee the spawns. They're good. Shotzi making his way towards time. Exner now on the race. Can he get himself in there? Hook, the point man, in towards it. 3 dead in the feed. And that is going to be map 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Not really. Is it not there?
No, it is, but not everybody. Everyone has to stay at home or wherever they're watching the games from. But our players are going away with the bomb.
Yes, and Shotzi is going to be the lone defender. He's just playing for contact. He spots it, and he's squaring up for the chow, and he's got number 3, Mercules, there in support, but it is a 2 versus 3 on the site, and Mercules didn't need any help, and neither did Shotzi. And Pred in a 1 versus 4, and he is nowhere to be found.
Oh, not a soul. Pred, watching the flank there. He was the man on the backside of sight, and it is not going to happen. Everyone on Optic finds a corner. Any corner lays down, and round 1. Now, I would presume we'll go to some lovely cinematic free cam shots.
That shit is going to be operated at least a little bit differently, but again, a rotation heavy map, and you can already see spreading the map on the attack, showing a lot of pressure over towards A. Xnid might be here to meet it, and that's a great nade, could allow you to get some pressure. And funnily enough, on defense, Falcons did not send a single player towards B.
No, they've sort of with the 2-2 split here, 2 towards A, 2 players in the middle of the map, and Dashi looking to peel somebody off. Any of the there it is. That's unfortunate timing for Kismet. Xnid's going to push forward here, but again, a bold maneuver. Ook about to get active through the smoke. Catches the outline of a player there, and that's going to be a 4v2. Bruce having a little bit of pressure here, only in the form of gunfire from the Falcons. A B-bomb wide open. Optic walk right on in after the first 2 kills.
Yeah, and Shotzi's already pushed himself up towards that back patio. They've cleared out all the space. I mean, this is as easy as a 4v2 as it's going to get. Yeah, nice credit spot. Easy cookings there, and now it is Xnid's turn in a 1 versus 4.
Slow and steady. You never know until
We'll just spread the map, wait for Dashi to get a pick. We'll make decisions from there. All right, cool. Exactly as you write it down. And now Optic triple stacking out in the defensive end. They're trying to run him over. Meanwhile, Dashi has to hold off the entire team. And it's a snipe battle that Kismet gets revenge. Of course, though, the rest of Optic have taken space. They've dealt with the flank. And Falcon's going to be a lot less comfortable in this situation.
Yeah. Optic. We're all going to take the hit through the dojo side of the map. Xnid and Co now on the wrap, trying to find Nathan Kismet. The man with a big gun finds the first. Shotzi gone. Eliminated from play. Man advantage right now for the Falcons. No bomb planted just yet, though.
Yeah, they are a little bit scared, a little bit paranoid. They don't have quite the same amount of map control that Optic did in the previous round, so they're happy to take their time. 40 seconds is a lot to work with. They know Hook's towards the middle of the map, and they have not had eyes on Mercules in quite some time. A skittish moment for the Falcons.
Yeah, you weren't wrong about being slightly averse to the objective. An allergy test may be required. And Mercules wait on the fight forward. Massive damage in Acelium. Anyone here to push forward for it? Kismet gets tags. An opportunity to trade not found. Kismet alone. The battle against Hook won. And the 1v1. 3 rounds to nothing. No deaths yet for Mercules. And not quite the full box of donuts for the Falcons right now. Let's see if they can't get something healthier into their diet. Kismet's still the man with the sniper rifle. Boomstick still in play. Not tremendously effective for either side. Optic with a 2-2 reshuffle.
You got Pred roaming the middle of the map. Salim's going to be looking over top. Either way, though, I feel like this is a bomb plant that is effectively being given up for free. Optic just waiting for the moment. And maybe Mercules just waiting for that deep pinch to come through. Pred's toying with the idea, but I don't think Pred's ever going to read that depths of a spot.
Oh, no.
And that is COD timing at its finest in mid.
He's in. A man on a mission now behind enemy lines, and this is going to hurt. Eyes on the first man, the snap towards the second. But Celia managed to get away with his life into the jaws of the rest of his team. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Shotzi moment if ever we've seen one. The trade's complete, though. And now exit from prone. Able to cause a ton of damage into Hook. The trade's there once again. And Optic, immaculate teamwork, gets them to a 2v1.
And Pred is busy on the opposite side of the map, but he's made it a 1v1. Former teammates going down. He's got the sub, and he's got the timing. Straight in for the kill in instant 1 versus 2. Pred waited for his moment to strike, but he had it dialed in.
Take that. 3-1. Optic's still in the lead.
Yeah, tough moment indeed, but happy for that. Now this is activity. I was going to say Shotzi just full sprinted through mid, right into the clutches of Selim. That is an easy first blood. Of course, though, Falcons yet to group up together. Still spread the map, looking for a little bit more information before they make their call, and they just instantly scam. We got a 3v3.
Yeah, not a problem whatsoever. He's tagged up. No snipe this round. He's actually handed it over. I do believe it was Selim there running it. Massive flank now from Pred. He goes unaware, so this is an opening bomb site on A that you're able to get this one down. So 4-3 right now for Pred, still finding himself a corner. This is exactly what you want. Optic Not an ideal spot here. Good luck on the retake.
Into the clutches. There she goes. Dashy takes.
Find themselves 2 rounds in a row now. Nice 5 out of Pred. We're looking at Hellstorm soon. Big Bruce won't find anyone here. The wings of the map covered in Falcons players for now.
It's going to be a B hit, though. I mean, Mercules has just found himself. I mean, he's taking over mid. So you have that under control. You're looking for the bomb site pressure. You do have Pred playing a cruddy angle over towards the B site. So a tricky one on this approach. And Dashy versus Celium for this line of sight. Celium's giving him nothing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, even better from Pred. Got him a 6. The smoke not going to help him nearly enough. Celium now trying to get into the mix. In the 3v3, here come the remaining members of the Falcons. Try to buy some time and allow Kismet to get in a position. The quick checks. Another from Cell. Can Kiz get his? Can indeed. Last man, Merc, and he has been mugged. The watch, phone, wallet, and now we're all tied up.
This is huge. And I think that Pred 1v2, maybe the spark that team is going to be looking for just to get on the board. I think Optic were playing better S&D the early rounds, better adjustments, but the tide's certainly shifting. And once again, Pred, one of that sort of focal point players, right? Gets the first blood on Hook, gets the smoke out, and at least stays alive long enough to get Celium back in the mix. And that's the level of activity that you're excited to see if you're a Riyad Falcons fan. Even Exon, quick pinch rolling through, not wasting any time in that round.
Yeah, that was a nice sort of turn there. Again, good instincts and great chem from the Falcons early on here in the 2026 season. They know when to hit it together, and they certainly did. Pred, 6 and 3. I wondered, did he get himself that Hellstorm? He didn't. That's so unfortunate. But he gets this. Oh, doesn't! Oh! That's Hook. First blood. Ugh.
He just walked face first, basically the entire team playing credit corners. And yeah, comes out on top. That's Hook for you.
That's Hook for you. Perfect nade there from Celium.
That was Hook for you.
Yeah, it was. Now he's a fragment of the man he once was. Thanks to that nade. Big lineup from Bruce. Great damage. Here comes the immediate hit from Exnid. That is super aggression in the 2v2 now. Mercules, eyes are on.
Well, that's certainly going to connect, or at least back him down. And these are the moments of like sort of hesitation we're talking about. You have to be on point with the play calls. You can't waste any time because as they're going for this rotation, Mercules is already at the site ready to meet him.
And he's there. Oh, the timing a smidge of a second early, but oh, the timing here even better. 1v1. Here comes Shotzi from the other side of the map. Mercules does get himself the Hellstorm. And this is for the lead change. A Kismet in an opportunity to cause some serious damage. Will he check left? The answer is maybe. Optic takes take the lead.
Yeah, that spot ends up paying off, especially with less than 20 seconds on the game clock. Too tough to clear out everything, but another moment where you have the opportunity to either go for the bomb plant, and if you're not comfortable, you have to be so much quicker about making a decision to push through or to go through mid or to play for the fight, whatever you're going to be. Just those few extra seconds where you're deliberating with your teammates, Mercules is just taking that opportunity to wrap back and cover the other side. So it is just Optic right now having quicker conversations on the map than the Riyad Falcons. Admittedly, though, when they're getting the first bloods, when they're grouped up together, they've still been on point.
Oh, good stuff. Attacking round now for Optic Texas. Lovely bit of work there from Mercules. We'll see if the Hellstorm comes into play. A lot of coverage here on Den. Let's see how we go. The first Hellstorm of the 2026 season that we get to watch. And I'm not sure if it's going to find too many targets all over the A-bomb site. Keep those players trapped on the inside, and Optic will be able to buy as much space as they want. And that's nearly first traded for Shotzi, 3v3.
And they're just going for the A call as well. I mean, everybody was turtled up indoors, so Optic are hoping that the pressure gets alleviated, and they might have called that perfectly. All 3 Falcons players go out towards mid, expecting the B hit. Nobody's home.
There's the A-bomb plan. Exnid now trying to make his way forward, and he peeks as his eyes poked out. Mercury's now forward position, find a corner. Or will he hold that front line? Great big light on the wall there, gives away a shadow, but plenty of shadows spotted out there on a Pred. Oh, we're not going to get the kill. Big work now, all down to Hook. 1v2. He has to play the trade. He's got to stay alive. Get an isolated gunfight if he can. 25 seconds. Smoke now. The charge from the Falcons. Will they charge into death? Or are they going to charge into glory? And a sneaky Pred on the defuse. Is it going to pay off? Hook on the wrap. He doesn't. Get it. The bomb defuse. Heads up play from AG.
That is instant on that hop as well, right? These are the types of things you have to be completely on point with, and that is literally a point, like 1 second difference. If Hook is ever so slightly faster, he breaks it down, clutches the 1v2. Pred and selling him did not hesitate. Got the smoke out in the doorway, moved into the site, instant bomb hop, zero fear. That's the type of play call that wins you a round. And I mean, Pred's been good. He's, you know, more or less single-handedly won his team maybe 3 different rounds so far this game.
Oh, it even gives me the crown of, hey man, you gotta go do it yourself, but beautiful there. Well, Mercules finds an opening blood. Kismet and Exnid, they jump their way to the top window and they find nothing but trouble. So down a man now on the approach towards the A-bomb site. They have to go the long way around, and Optic have read this one. Here comes Shotzi, first man. Great work on the kill there. He takes care of Celian, backs away. Kismet's never going to be able to get this one going. Shotzi, wow, bites off a little bit too much there, taken care of. The 3v2, big advantage right now. The problem for the Falcons, can they get that bomb down? A race across map again, Chance.
And I mean, this is going to be an interesting decision for Falcons to make because, well, I suppose at this point, no matter what bomb site they rotate into, they're going to be matching somebody. You got Mercules, the defender, towards the A site. That's where the pressure is going to be. He's playing it a little bit passive, a little bit in the back, but he's throwing shoulder, just waiting for the intel. But the rest of Optic not quite here in position. The pressure is on Merc.
Yep, pressure is on. Slides out. Here comes the damage. Opportunity for the flanks. Yeah, the angle covered. Hook. He's checking every possible corner. Doesn't check the right one though, but that is going to be it, folks. A diligent retake from Optic Texas. And Hook throws himself as the martyr for the play to allow Mercules to get that defuse. And beautiful stuff. Map point, Optic.
And certainly from Optic, or maybe the experience of playing against them, if you're fighting against one of them, you're fighting against what feels like 5 of them. Never a moment of sort of over-aggression there from Mercules. Waits for his teammates to get back in the mix, even if he's got a guy dead to rights, making the safer call. I mean, this is just efficient work. A lot of team shots rolling through, a lot of assists for the Optic boys. Trying to win this off the back of their teamwork. A round away from doing so.
And where are we going to go? B-bomb site, looks like it. Opening salvo, a couple of nades out. We're going to commit to this one quickly. We have the numbers if we're Optic. If the Falcons, you're hoping for someone to make a mistake. And that will be seeing it. Here comes Hook on the approach. Watch how he takes care of these corners. Beautiful way to attack it. Lovely damage. Second in the boys now trying to find something. Shotzi still holding the middle of the map. And Hook, he's got so much damage. He's not going to get a kill though. The rest of the boys now showing up as the smoke clears. It is Shotzi with the first. The bomb site still in full control. Pinch is now on for the Falcons.
And Celian gives you something extra. I mean, they're fighting a full-on war over by the B site, and the rest of the Falcons just now rotated over. And by the time you do, it's a 1 versus 3. Overwhelming force is going to get Optic this game.
They're going to get them this game, indeed, where they attacked the B-bomb site. They did not give it up. It was a test. It was a way. It was a weigh-in of Optic versus the Falcons there on the bomb site.
Needs are required in this game. Fun to watch, and I would say right now Optic likely on the preferred side, but only towards that B zone. We still have so much to learn.
Game on. Shotzi's flank pays off. Continues to be a difficult thing to deal with. Oh, we're going down low, ladies and gents. EMP on the move. Hook's going to be our first man here. Great defensive setup now from the Falcons. They are playing this one as close as possible to the goal line. First kill in. Hook gets the trade. Sweet. Mercules, not enough damage to get the kills, and the remaining members of the Falcons now pull forward. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. An opportunity for a wrap towards the A goal, maybe. As we've cut our way through. Merc with a pistol, no good. Pred's now on a run.
Yeah, and he's going to get chased very quickly, though, by Shotzi. And, yeah, Dash will be there for the cleanup kill. And this is the type of moment for Optic. What do you want to do? Try to force it through the A zone. That normally feels like a nightmare, but now you got the lead blocker. Shotzi, the front man on the line, and even still, they want to go towards B. This is the type of decision. We get to see how it pays off, but the B side generally preferred. They're going to take their time to make it happen.
Great nades, either side. No one able to make too much happen here just yet. The A side of the map, that left-hand side courtyard, is a difficult space to cross. A lot of coverless opportunities to fly forward. The B zone, a little bit easier to defend right now. Again, is this going to be one of the good side, bad side maps we see develop? Chelsea's flank. Quick reset there from the overload device, and once again we're making a run, trying to find the kills. Openers here for Merc, great damage. Exit up close, trades are good, no lineup, no good whatsoever. Falcons, quick recovery and fight forward.
Yeah, and what, 2 players going towards the middle of the map. The Falcons pumping the brakes, taking their time, couple trades rolling through, but that's a delicate moment. Now the device is going to be down in your spawn. Number 2 shots, he picks it up and tries to just hightail it away. And now for the Falcons, you want to pick it up, you try to let it reset. You've at least stabilized your spawn. And if nobody's touching it, they want it to reset on the map and play 50-50, or they're figuring out what they want to do on the fly. In the meantime, Kismet in the middle of the map falls.
The opportunity now for the Falcons to get that drone forward, with the ball forward rather. Line up. Oh, great damage. Not enough for anything here. Good wall jump as well. And an avenue now to play towards the A side of Optic's goal. Here we go. All the spawners are there for Optic Texas. Finding these kills, absolutely crucial. Next wave is in. Good nade out of Exnid. 1 man left there for the goal, and it's going to be Dashi. Spawns are still good. Celian recovered, down and out. No one able to make anything happen here so far.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shotzi's running worlds. He is 11-1 on a 6 spree, and finally the dam has broken. That's enough for the cap. We got standing inside of your spawn, so now the players are spawning towards the top, but for the Falcons, that's actually where you want to be. Of course, though, you're in a pinch. Feels like a nightmare. Exney gives you the first blood, and now you got coverage out towards B. Number 3 is there for the cuts. Number 7's behind you. This is where things get chaotic.
You got to win that fight, and you don't. Mercules doesn't take any damage, so it's close enough to Optic's goal, but that's going to be a recovery now. 1-0 lead, minute 35 in the first half. Towards the B zone we now go. Shotzi trying to get in position early, trying to catch these players out, but again, Falcons like to defend it from deep. Exit there on the close left. All first man down, able to get a trade. Mercury still with a nade to go with. Spread down the close left, a team nade, and that should be good for the second. Gets it through, and Optic start to get it going.
Yeah, Celian just got his 2nd kill of the map. Unfortunately, on your teammate is not what you want to have happen. And if there was a heat map of what has been taking place, Shotzi has literally just been living behind him. There's a free 1, tries to earn the 2nd. Actually, no, he gets the free 2, does enough damage on the 3rd, and now Dashi gets to be the lead blocker.
Once again, we're stacking towards this B goal. Fantastic nade work there from Kismet and Exnid. Again, it is a kill box. A classic setup. They just have to win these gunfights. Opportunity to grab this one out. Optic pump the brakes right away. We've not necessarily parked the bus, but we're going to hold on to the middle map presence we've got. And Hook somehow finding himself a couple of good ones here. This is unreal work. Celian doing a nice bit of work there with the kill front. Dashi with huge damage, able to get this next player, and you've got an opportunity to make a run for goal. 20 seconds to go. Could we see a 3rd?
Well, he's got the device, and he's got one of the best pistol shots in the league. This is what you want to have happen, but with 13 seconds, it would be miraculous if they pulled it off, and even Kismet gives you that first blood. Yeah, you cannot force this one through.
It's
Optic happy for their 2-0 lead.
They're holding them down on this side of the map, and Dashi, it's good work again. Here comes the overtime. 30 seconds. A sort of a shot clock moment. Yeah, as long as it's in play. As long as it's in play, overtime will run. He's got 30 seconds to make it happen, but unfortunately, he gets killed there, and the round will end. We are swapping sides. They're going into the second half again. Optic willing to take risks, willing to make stuff happen, and the man who's making it all happen right now, 18-6, Shotzi, getting lost all over the map, allowing his boys to really get things going. And again, Chance, I feel like it might be a Den specific sort of feeling. I think you talked about this previously. Every overload map is going to have a really different vibe, and we're seeing a little bit of that Den one here where it's really rotation heavy.
Yes, it's also like pre-patch, post-patch. With the amount of kills Optic was just getting, I think pre-patch, they get their 4 points very early on. I mean, Shotzi's 18-6. He was quadruple positive at some point, but just now that the device carrier has a pistol rather than like the whatever primary weapon, specifically getting that B-zone cap seemed way more difficult.
Yeah, it's proven more challenging. Well, nice start here from the Falcons. And the pistol there of Celium helping buy some space through the middle of the map. Optic now on the back foot, and they're flying towards B. And so is the ball. Here we go. EMP on the way. Pred up close and personal near the M15. Gets himself one. Can he catch another on a shot? See good damage. Oh, to a former teammate. The wall hops are getting dicey. Wins the fight. The next line of defense for Optic is the goal line.
Waiting for Kismet on the pinch. Mercules and Shotzi going to have that covered. Everybody else, it's guns forward. But Kismet's going to be forced to make a play in this moment. They got the setup, though. He couldn't get one. He gets baited into death, and Celium knows, run for the hills, or you stand your ground and die right there. Optic have secured the device in 4 minutes, and if you got a 2-0 lead, they're not going to be in a massive hurry.
Let's see how effective they can be on the attack from this side of the map. And so far, through the bottom line, towards the A goal, we're trying to make something happen here on the Celium. He played defense well. Damn indeed. Damn indeed. Gets himself one and gets away with his life, but the ball is still moving. EMP now on the way to B. Shotzi makes the call. It's clear, mate. No, Kiz through middle. Catches it out, and Pred, good spidey senses, more than tingling. Once again, Falcons, control of the ball, control of the map.
And they're running this through the top side of the map as well. So this is a little bit of a rare situation to see in this moment, and they're losing every gunfight. And the reason it's rare, you're going to find out, is because you lose immediately. That's why if you're on the right side, they wrap it out towards the bottom or middle side of the map. Because if not, well, Shotzi gets to detonate.
And now we've got topside spawn once again. Mercury's catching Xnid in a really unfortunate moment. A couple of big kills on the players on spawn. That's going to be out of the goal. It's going to be 4-0. It's going to be 4-0 indeed. But now to the bottom side of the map, where the Falcons fortunately get the spawn. So Optic have to play for this. They've got to give up the power position and all the control they had. But wait! Mercury's an investment on an open side of the map. Can it race its way towards the B goal? Optic are in position for that one as well. And we might be looking at a very, very big turnaround here, Chance.
Yeah, now 2.5 minutes. The cruise missile are going to do fantastic work there for Mercules, and you just get the rock. You can do whatever you want with it, and there's no hesitation. You pick it up and you rotate it towards the top side of the map. This is exactly where Optic want to be. You get Mercules here for the cutoff kills. Great information. He might get traded, but you got the pressure on with 4 lead in 2 minutes. This game is very close to already being over.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 minutes to go. We're going to see the Falcons go absolutely crazy. Dashy's dropped the device, so now a couple of trades either side. Falcons with the numbers. Mercury's keeping this one out of play. If it resets, it goes to the bottom side of the map. That's what Pred is playing for right now. Can they keep the reset play alive? Oh no, it's hit the fan, boys and girls. Will it be 5-0? Celium stops it. Close enough into play. Mid-map now. Starting to find something here for the Falcons. Can they get this drone ball thing out of play?
Well, they're trying to set up for it. They just got 3 out of the 4 kills they needed, but they're running top side of the map. And again, if you're attacking from right to left, going towards A, it is nightmare level difficulty.
Xnid still playing it as well as he can. No point in throwing yourself off the map. It will reappear where your feet left the ground. Pred down, middle of the map now. Trying to make something happen. Optic Texas reading the push perfectly. Lovely shots from Xnid, not able to get the second man, and no teammates in position to really capitalize. Celium now trying to slow this one down. Pred through the middle gets his. An opportunity for a pinch. Can Optic go big? Wait, Pred doing great work now. Numbers are up now for the Falcons. An opportunity to backpedal towards B. Grab the EMP. Kiz head down. We're on the board with 50 to go.
Hey, they got their one. That's all you need. Of course, though, it takes 10 seconds for that EMP device to respawn on the map, so they're going to have to, teleport. They're going to have to fly or make some magic happen. I think right now, we're just going to be playing for kills.
We're playing for kills. Well, there will be an opportunity for a sort of shot clock 30-second moment at the end of the round if the Falcons are holding it. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, the first half was so strong for Optic. Shotzi once again, 31 and 15. The man is looking mean on the mode so far. And Optic Texas most of the punditry correct. What a fantastic way to start off the 2026 season. Going up against the Riyad Falcons and a clean and